Hey, we got Drewz Viewz here, back for a little Anime Monday, reacting to this anime here on this Monday here with Fullmetal Alchemist, the Brotherhood. Eric, how's it going with you today?
It's too hot, and it's just gonna be warmer and warmer every year for the rest of my life. So I'm, dealing with that. It's too hot. I don't like it.
And it might just get colder and colder too at some points of the year, so. And maybe it's gonna get colder on Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood sometime. Well, that could be a spoiler. I'll say no more in that direction, but.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, you sure don't. Now, do you have any idea what happened last time on the show? What do you remember? We're recording usually every week, but now it's been a couple weeks since our last record. Do you remember where we left off here? The last episode was Girl on the Battlefield.
Right. The last episode of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, Girl on the Battlefield, which is of course poetic because at the end of the episode they send Winry home, no girls allowed. And the battle with Scar is interrupted by the tiny Chinese woman and her panda.
She said girls allowed this time. Came in swinging the feet.
Right, we've got a quota, so Winry had to go.
She had that panda. Do you remember where that guy ended up?
Inside Ed.
Yeah, Al.
Oh, Al.
No, Al.
Yeah. Alphonse is the large man. Okay.
Is the large suit of armor, and he co-opted that panda. There was a cliffhanger ending of the episode. Do you remember what that was about? After the Girl on the Battlefield section.
Does it have anything to do with Wrath?
Kind of. Well, so Wrath, Ling and what's her name got away from him.
Lan Fan.
She did the 27 hours, remember?
Yep.
And then put her arm on a dog and tricked him. Then do you remember who was with Wrath / the Führer at the time? Fighting on his side.
Oh, Gluttony.
That's right. And Ling got Gluttony, snatched him up, he started expanding again.
Yeah, but they pissed him off somehow.
They pissed him off. So they were all together at, what happened was Mustang got his doctor friend to come patch up Lan Fan at some house somewhere, some cabin or whatever. So they're all there talking, and they all started arguing about what to do with Gluttony between Edward, Mustang, and Ling. They all wanted to do something different. And then someone mentioned lust, and Gluttony remembered, Lust was killed by Mustang, and started tweaking out. Broke free from his bonds, and then like a huge portal opened, basically kind of thing on his body, his weird body.
It's weird body, yeah.
And the last shot was like Hawkeye outside being like, what? There was like a bang or like a big noise, and then it ended. Yeah. So that's where we are. Any prediction of what's going to go down in this episode?
I feel like there's going to be a fight, Drew.
You dug deep for that prediction?
I did.
You think we're going to have any casualties in this one on either side?
I'm going to say Gluttony.
Gluttony goes down. This episode. All right. We'll see. And before we get started now, I do want to shout out our old friend Dr. Doom.
Welcome back.
They've been catching up, I guess, over the past week with the show, so they're back in the Brotherhood. I want to shout them out. They've left a number of comments. It seems like they're pretty in lockstep with your general type of opinions, Eric.
Exactly. Great minds.
They don't love Edward. They don't like some of the more obvious stuff. Repetitive in nature of some of the show, and they loved Barry, so I'll just read one comment from them. But it was from the episode 19, Death of the Undying. Of course, you remember that. We'll check in on what is your stage of grieving? Have you reached acceptance on that Barry death?
I will never reach acceptance.
Okay, so you're still in the stage as Dr. Doom is starting their stage. They said no, not Barry. Frowny face.
I think I'm bargaining now. I'm trying to give the writers Ed or Al instead. So
You're trying to give them, take his whole soul and Ed's whole body to get Barry back.
Just make the show about Barry and Winry.
Yeah. Anyway, Dr. Dibs was sorry about left a very themed comment there.
Beautiful.
We'll maybe read some more of their comments at a later point. But yeah, let's get into the episode. This one's called it's called like In the Belly, I think, right? Inside the belly.
That's ominous.
Inside the belly. And I think we know what belly that might be, who likes to eat people. But let's go ahead and get into it right now. Let's get inside. All right, there's Envy.
No, not again. Important candidate for sacrifice. We need you to keep your strength up, DeMarco.
You know what?
He's back.
I've been sitting
not
here
dead.
a while. What it is exactly you want me to do?
Oh, you know why.
I'm fairly certain that what you're doing right now is using this land and its people to form a giant transmutation circle. The creation of a philosopher's stone. Am I wrong?
So close, not quite.
Oh, okay.
Religious history. Les told me about your arrangement. Then you'll do whatever we ask.
Envy has not been skipping
Which is
Ab
it?
Day.
Agree to work with us
Yo.
and kill everyone in this country.
Alright, so
You just have to forsake one little village to save an entire country.
they're setting up some kind of like trolley scenario, or whatever that thing is called.
I shouldn't be surprised. That's just how all you humans are. I killed a man who was like that once. All I had to do was make myself look like his wife, and he was helpless. He couldn't even fight. Humans are so easy to take advantage of. Lucky us.
That was such a lame Bond villain speech.
Well, Envy's kind of lame. I mean, ultimately, I think it's intentional.
Don't they, Raph? First, Sar gets away from you, then those others make off with gluttony.
Yes, you are right about that.
We about to meet Pride.
Yet you seem happy.
Yes, I won't deny it. I've been alive for 60 years, and now, here I am in the ultimate position of power. Roy Mustang and his underlings, the enterprising Elric brothers, and these foreigners who suddenly appeared from Sheen. They've still got us scrambling in circles. The time may be approaching when we have to move over for the younger generation.
Listen to yourself, Raph. You've been around these humans for far too long.
You may be right, Pride.
Yes, we have met Pride, but where are they?
I won't tell Father what you've said tonight, anyway, about gluttony.
Don't worry about that. I have access to military information after all. I know where he is.
Colonel! What's going on? Colonel!
Don't provoke him!
Is it... what's happening?
The homunculus. He had another monster hidden inside his belly. Alchemy can produce something like that.
Let's go. We have to bring him down. Survival is our first priority. Besides, he knows our names and faces now.
He eats fire.
Yo.
Uh-oh.
Well, think you can do better? Be my guest!
Or we can just leave you behind, Colonel! You're the one he really
Getting
wants.
intense choo-choo energy from this little panda.
Spread out!
Damn it. Not now.
Ed and the others!
No way! I'm a civilian, not military. I'm not about to die in the middle of a battle with some crazed monster.
That makes sense.
Damn it!
That's quite an eyebrow. Wait, Doctor.
Perfect. He fell for the Mustang decoy.
Doesn't sound like he's very happy about it. Lieutenant, please take
Wait,
care
what's
of
wrong with
Bonfire.
Mustang?
Well, he's still injured from the battle with Lust.
You stay, you just get in our way!
Okay.
Golly!
Like, he wasn't really supposed to leave the hospital. He just kind of left.
Now you need to go and do your job.
The head of the military. You aren't talking about Fuhrer Bradley, are you?
Führer King
Now, get
Bradley.
in.
Obviously. He's both a Fuhrer and a
It's
king.
full. You go ahead.
Can't really believe we'll let a couple of children fight this battle for us.
With the senior staff involved in this, you're gonna need all the help you can get.
We'll stay here and find out what we can. I don't think it matters much that we're children.
We appreciate your help up till now, though.
I want you to take this.
That's a weapon for killing people.
It's your hands. They weren't meant to kill.
Dying, okay?
I don't think that thing's proven to be too effective against Glut.
Wait, my lord!
Yeah, Hawkeye just ventilated him and he's fine, so.
I said go!
Damn, what are they thinking?
4, the pandas with them.
No, I don't think he knows the panda will get away.
You killed Blast! You will... That's seriously freaky. He seems to
This
be
is,
angry.
this is
How
denial.
are we gonna catch him?
No, this is anger, sorry.
What was that?
Oh, gluttony, yeah, dude, that's anger for sure.
A dog?
We've all been there.
Now, Gluttony! Hey, long time no see.
Of course, it's old envy.
Old envy.
How are you, Fullmetal Pipsqueak?
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Hey, calm down! I'm just here to get Gluttony back. Nothing more than that. Now! What are you talking about?
5 times! You called me Pipsqueak!
Have we already done the, like, oh, is he getting taller thing?
In this episode or in general?
In general.
Well, just Winter was thinking that internally, but
You don't get the
it may be that he's not getting taller, but just that she's seeing him, like, noticing him
I've
more.
sensed
So
this
she's
multiplicity
like, oh, is he-
before. How many people are inside you?
I know you. You're the kid who crossed swords with Wrath, aren't you?
I happen to be the 12th son of the Emperor of Shing. Thinking what I'm thinking?
Looks like they really aren't allowed to do anything to the two of us.
Link, you get that one!
You held off Wrath, but how will you do against me?
Oh, did he now?
He chose to write an essay all about you, actually. Mind your manners, dear.
Is this Sun Pride?
Don't be silly. Why not? Go ahead and read some.
His
I'd
son?
like to hear it.
Essay on my dad.
Interesting-
He's the
interesting
Führer of the
question.
nation of Amestris, and everything he does is for our country. The people of Amestris are always in his heart. He deals with
'Cause
all
he's
sorts
proud
of
of his
problems.
father?
Each tree can live a good
No.
life. But no matter how busy he gets doing his job, my dad never forgets his family. My dad's a good man. He always listens to me when I talk to him
Why are we doing this?
and protects our family.
You're just upset that another kid is talking.
I'm always upset that a kid is talking in anime.
You really know how to use that thing. Really? You fell for it. And you humans can't do
Ah,
anything
the old
like
my arm is now a boa constrictor. Trick.
to death pieces.
None of the above.
That was a dirty trick.
Have been trying to assassinate me since I was a kid.
But it is fair to turn your arm into a
Guy for learning how to fight dirty.
What did he? How did he? That was bad.
How? I just want
That
whatever
doesn't-
information you can give
I
me
could
to
not tell
become
what
immortal.
happened.
Yeah, I don't know either.
You scum!
Give him the pocket sand or something?
You seem to underestimate
Give him the old
humans,
pocket sand.
and that's a mistake.
Nope.
Get away! I can't eat you, guys!
Not today!
Stay out of my way, guys. I'm busy.
Another foolish you.
Ling!
What? Can't let him eat a sacrifice.
Yo.
Brother! Ling! Spit them out!
They might be inside the belly.
I swallowed them.
Impossible. It can't be.
How sick would that be if Ed were just not in the series anymore?
But people get suspicious.
We killed our
if
lead in the
people lights
24th
on.
episode.
You'll have to make do with my bed. What can you do in your condition?
He's eating anyway.
She's definitely getting auto mail.
Yeah, she should.
He isn't home yet? I see. Right.
Would it even be anime without a bandage, babe?
Right.
I think now would be a good time to find out who we can trust and who we can't.
Your wounds haven't begun to heal yet. You're already going out looking for more trouble.
Führer is a homunculus. I can't very well ignore that. We just left children out on a battlefield to do our fighting. What's so funny?
Oh, it's nothing really. I was just thinking. Can you imagine the look on Edward's face if he heard you talking back there?
I'm just getting the ball rolling, nothing more. Besides,
You need as many people on your side as you can get your hands on.
it's taken long enough, but I think I might finally begin heeding his advice.
But what is he going to do? See who he can trust.
It's glory or the entranceway to hell.
That's the palace.
If anything happens to me, then at least you'll have a chance of getting out alive. A stubborn one.
We undid the she's all that situation. She put her hair back
Will you
up,
stay
and now
here if
she's
I
no
promise to come
longer,
back?
you know,
Happy hunting,
attractive
sir.
to him.
But of course, the she's all that did not fool the King Fuhrer.
Lieutenant General
It did
Raven.
not, no.
I'm sorry.
Spotted
I
it.
haven't had time to introduce myself.
It's not a problem.
If she'd put her glasses back
Tell me,
on, that
how
would have
is
fooled
that
him.
old Fox Grumman doing these days anyway?
Check.
That's 11 losses in a row for me.
At least you put up a decent fight this time around.
So I finished too weak.
Yes, you can't be ruthless enough.
The classic prevent defense.
Lieutenant General Raven? From Central?
RIP 2018 Atlanta Falcons.
From what I've heard, he'll even tend to his wounded men himself. You don't deploy your king to tend to the pawns, do you?
How dare he say something like that about me? Well, because of the compassion I showed my men in the line of duty. That border-dwelling old coot should keep his trap shut. Oh, sorry.
No, General, it's fine. Actually, General Grumman told me that if that story made you angry, it meant you were still a good and just man.
I can't believe it. That old fox got me again, didn't he? Oh, it's time for my meeting. Come on, you can walk with me. Have you adjusted to Central yet?
No, I find conversing with the citizens around here quite difficult.
Dismiss the value of the word on the street, Colonel.
Like, Scar was seen feeding a stray cat, or immortality has been discovered. Or maybe even that Fuhrer Bradley is a homunculus. Sense of humor didn't rub off on me much, sir.
Well, at least that bit of gossip will give us something to talk about over tea. Go on. Tell your little joke. You know, the one about the Fuhrer being a homunculus.
What, Colonel Mustang? Cat got your tongue? I was
Yo.
a homunculus, as you say. Well now, would that be so bad?
I understand now, Hughes. When you said that we were in trouble, you didn't mean the danger was closing in on us. No, you meant the danger was coming from us. Well, Fullmetal, it looks like we've landed ourselves in the pit of hell.
Pit of something.
Where am I? Blood? What is this place? Alf! Hey!
Inside the belly, alright.
Drewz Viewz.
Well, it looks like they keep saying hell and stuff like that, but what do you think this place actually is that's inside Gluttony there? Or at his, and apparently Ling, we didn't see him, but both got sucked into.
Are you asking me what I think it, like, physically is? I don't know.
Sure.
I've been playing too much D&D. It's a pocket dimension. I don't know what you want.
It's another dimension. Well, it looks like it's covered in blood, basically. Is it? I don't know if it's just all people that Gluttony's eaten, or I mean, he is like some kind of. Clearly, it is some kind of other dimension, I guess. In some.
Oh, it's the remnants of the civilization that was murdered to create him, like they were talking about with the doctor. That's what I'm going with.
Could be. Yeah. So the doctor, Dr. Margot, is shown at the beginning. He is alive. He's a sacrifice because I guess he has seen the truth as well, doing his old experiments.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. He said that they're going to make a mistress into a portal, like into a, what do you call it?
Alchemical symbol.
The symbol, yeah. To do something, and Envy was like kind of right, but there's more to it, so we'll see. So Envy was in this one kind of a lot. They are
dead?
I think you're saying they're like, there's not Ed. Ed was too, but Envy. Or are you saying Envy's a lot like Ed?
Oh no, you said they are and trailed off, and I said dead?
Oh, dead. I thought you said Ed, and I was like, no, I was confused. Like, did you think I said Ed? Anyway, forget about this. They are, what was I gonna say? Oh, like, kind of, like their speech at the beginning wasn't
It was
good.
lame. It was not good.
Lame. But I think that is kind of the character. Like, they are kind of lame, but they think they're cool or whatever. Not cool, maybe, but they think they're so above humans and all this stuff.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Really, they're envious of them, possibly. Like, protesting too much sort of thing. So we saw them as like a weird deer guy, and then they were fighting, making their arm a snake and a sword and doing all this stuff. They pulled the same trick on Ling, though, which worked again, turning into the loved one or whatever of the person.
The love
fighting.
of his life, Lan Fan.
Lan Fan. And Lan Fan, meanwhile, is riding the struggle bus here. She keeps trying to like get back in the game, but she's much too injured. But Ling and Ed are in this other dimension, I guess, now or whatever. Presumably Al and whoever thinks they're just dead, I guess, or I don't know what they think, but it looks like Al lost his hand in there as well, possibly. Yep. Yeah, I think I like the aspect of it that they're trying not to kill Ed and Al during the fight. So
yeah, that was interesting. That was cool.
They're like, hey, Gluttony's like, come on, I just want to eat this other guy. Get out of my way. Like, I can't eat you.
Running away from them.
And he's trying to like pull them back and stuff. Yeah. Also, they are that thing with the claws or whatever out is pretty.
Yeah, that's gnarly. Yeah.
They were pointing out. But anyway, so the next episode, what was that called? I closed my thing, but presumably it's going to have to do with where Ed is now, but at least partially. I'm wondering if it is another name, like how this one was inside the belly. The belly continues or something. But yeah, so that's what's going on there. And a lot of the episode had to do with Wrath as well, the Fury King Bradley. So he was taught, we met kind of Pride, but they weren't seen. What was you said, is the son Pride?
I think Pride's that little boy, and that speech at dinner was a joke at Wrath's expense, but Pride is secretly the one even like in charge more than even Wrath, and so Wrath couldn't be like, shut up, this is annoying, right?
Okay, that's interesting.
That's where I am on that. Unless he's literally the spider that we were looking at.
Yeah, I think that was supposed to be some symbolic thing. But maybe it could be the spider, we'll see. Or maybe he's just invisible. Wrath is nominally in charge of the country, and it seems like maybe more people know about it than we would have thought. Mm-hmm. So Mustang's goal is to find out who he can trust, and I guess
nobody.
In a way, it succeeded there. What do you think is going to happen with this? So the whole senior staff essentially looks to be in on the conspiracy and accepting that their leader's a homunculus.
Is he just screwed? Is he just gonna die? There's no way, right?
You wouldn't think, but what are the other options, I guess?
He's a candidate for sacrifice, right?
Well, not yet. I think someone said he could be a good one, but as far as we know, he shouldn't be a candidate as of now because he has not seen the truth. He's never committed the taboo. So
I think they're gonna show him the little trickster god guy, and then
you think they can? How would they do that? Like
make him
do it.
Make him cast an unforgivable curse. I don't know.
Well, I'm not sure how they would accomplish that, but also it's like one of those things. Like, is that if you like make him, does it count? I guess.
Let's ask the little god guy.
They have to trick him into it, maybe.
My guess now is that he stays alive for plot reasons, obviously, because they decide to use him as a candidate for sacrifice and make him a suitable candidate for sacrifice rather than just kill him right now, because those resources are precious.
If that's, I could see that happening, but if that's the case, what is he actually thinking? Like, are they going to tell him that's the plan right now? Like, why would he go along with that, Like, what is he going to... If they don't kill him right now in this room, like, what does he think is going to happen? Like, why does he think he's going to be alive still,
I don't know if he does.
All right, well, we'll see. Yeah, so another episode where there was a lot going on, a lot of the conspiracy was unfolding. Is there anything else we...
pack it up for Envy.
Star in this one or anything? Envy. Oh, do you think Envy's dead?
I think Envy's dead. They disintegrated
like permanently dead.
Yeah, they disintegrated like Lust did.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Although we don't know if they can be possibly recreated. We'll see. Because Pride, he got reintegrated back into Father, but possibly that means that Father can bring them back in some way using the same thing. Although I guess they still have the stone for Pride, maybe with lust and envy. It's destroyed now. All right. Well, we'll pack it up for them, as you said. We could be down to 4, at least as of now, 4 homunculi. But like we just mentioned, they have more guys on their side maybe than we thought in terms of the higher-ups.
Yeah, the whole army, it seems like.
Yeah, at least in Central. They're bringing up the one chess-playing guy Mustang was trying to do, use his white little boss basically. Presumably that means that guy's not
right. But otherwise, they hit him with the old reverse attack on Titan.
Pretty much, yeah, good point. Or good reference.
Thank you.
I guess we pretty much went and covered it there.
We kind of got it. Just, you know, build Lanfon a Gundam, and we're all set.
That's right. Yeah, we'll have Winry do that. Doorway of Darkness is episode 25, which we'll be watching next and Monday. So yeah, I think that probably will have something to do with where Ed and Ling are.
100%.
Yeah.
And possibly Envy.
We'll see,
you obviously know whether or not they're just fully dead.
Mm-hmm. Possibly. Oh, you're saying Envy's could be with
well, you didn't congratulate me for noticing that, so.
Okay, so you're playing the meta game now. Well, I gotta be careful here. It's tough. It's tough to walk the line, but that's how we're doing it on this edition of Drewz Viewz and a Monday. Thanks everyone for watching. Leave your comments, like the video, all of that type of stuff. And until next time, when we enter that doorway of darkness, we're out of here. Peace.
We can talk about it later.